I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. Bobby Mack, you're a troublemaker, man. You know, I had nothing to do with your time. You just had me on, you get notifications so you can come in here and troll me. I don't take you serious. But I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm playing by the system's rules, and every situation has hidden, because all you talk about is cocaine. You're a junkie, be a junkie by yourself. I'm not a toy. See how you press like and then you took the like away? You're just a toy. But I don't even go by the numbers. I don't know who you really are or what your purpose is, but you in the comment section in real life, just trolling. But I, to make another power move, I guess it comes with what life is all about. You can't get comfortable, ever. Okay, well, I'll look back on my other videos and make sure it wasn't you. Because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But I was looking at the Charlo fight and just, going through my subscribers, people I subscribe to out there watching their videos. And I was listening to Jason Black, the Black Authority. I was watching Charlo fight. He wanted to fight Plant next. I was watching the Star Report. Um, you know, whatever I'm subscribed to, I have plenty of videos that I watch in my downtime, and I really enjoy them. But something happened today. Well, it started off, what was it? When I didn't get paid correctly for overtime. And I was like, what the fuck? This company that I work for has been sabotaging me from day one that I walked in the door. And I just literally have just been sitting back letting them abuse me. I think I've been working for them almost like, I don't know, man. I've been working for them. I don't never quit a job. I just been working for them for like 2014, I think. But they were bought out. Well, the last company was bought by this company. And I'm part of a third party. I don't know if y'all know what that means. That means that the place I work for, I'm contracted to be here, not This is not my actual like job, if you will. I'm contracted to be here. Subcontracted, meaning I'm freelance. I can do whatever I want. And my contract was to end the day because of some dispute that happened on this job. I can go somewhere else. Or I could decide I don't want to work here no more and be in defiant mode and go back to my company and ask to be removed. If not, I just hold out until I want to do something different, which is a wonderful, wonderful feeling because I give everything my all. And in these days and times, nobody has respect for loyalty. They don't give a shit. It's just like relationship shit. Nobody cares, man. You're lucky to be blessed if you have somebody or a company that respects you for your values, your moral, and your moral compass being healthy and you emotionally secure and you just a free going spirit. A lot of people have strategies, and they have hidden agendas. No, motherfucker, I'm not drinking. I don't do drugs, bitch. Stop fucking with me, man. I'm not no damn drug addict, nigga. Leave me alone with the way I talk or what. You just a troublemaker. You ain't even listen to what I'm saying. You just sitting here just putting anything up. I had a fucking stroke, bitch. You know what that is? A long time ago, and it's like fucking comes and goes. Damn. How many fucking times I gotta say that shit? Let me calm down. Yeah, I'm being always listened to for the wrong things. People want to trigger me and get me to crash out. I deserve better in life. I really do. But it's sad because I don't get no respect and I don't know how to keep the energy to be politically correct. I just speak from my fucking mind. And I constantly get pushed in this corner of nobody wants to really do anything except try to set me up to fail. Nigga from Saudi Arabia. And we got millions of people in America, and not one person in America is really matching my energy to give blessings. I'm uh, I'm not too happy what happened, so I'm trying to balance this shit out. I just feel like, again, I'm only being watched just so people control me and tear me down. And I don't know when I'm going to, I might pull out of YouTube and pull back in and try to get, or call them because they've called me and get a different IP. See if I can get a different number, because I've been doing this shit too long with the same number, and I don't get no love. Got Spanish people and they don't even speak Spanish. Got people fucking Iraq or wherever you, Saudi Arabia. I don't know what the fuck you gonna do for me. You're not gonna do nothing for me, man. Nothing. I don't know where y'all come in. What? I don't never get no women on here that are fine as fuck. I would never get no intelligent brothers on here. It's all clowns. People come here and just say reckless shit, do reckless things. What? I mean, I may just have to maybe just continue to ignore the comments. But yeah, so I basically did everything I was supposed to do right, but it's always just like there comes a point where there's somebody, mainly Caucasian people, that'll come out the woodworks and not just will be jealous for no fucking reason and sabotage my forward progress. As soon as I put a smile on my face, it's like the devil is right there. They want to see me mad. They want to hear me emotional. You know? It's like how you know, I mean, it's like how when you speaking to the authorities and they just can't wait to hurry up and do what they believe their only interaction for anybody, and that is utilize brute force and to drag your ass in. And it's like their energy is on like, I can't wait to beat their ass. They're born to breed like bullies. Two analogies I go to all the time, and it's like what most people do, bullies. Like people who want revenge on bullies, and females who, once they realize their power, they start going in a dangerous direction to fuck human beings over the entire time they live life. They weaponize their sex and their beauty because they realize it's a weapon and a curse. So I use correlations with both of them all the time. And it's a sad reflection on ten, uh, um, it's a sad reflection of what's that mat that we used to jump on? I forgot the name of it. It's a long time ago we used to jump on this mat. You could do flips off of it, but it's all good. Um, I just, I just like look at everything like it's just God saying, well, you did everything right. Don't worry. I got another door for you. I'm using his guidance. And not even a hiding place. It's just somewhere just so I can regroup. I'm not down bad. I'm just focusing. I do so much good with just me personally, and it still doesn't work out. I don't know. I did 4 back-to-back movements to get people to the resting place yesterday. And it amazed me. I never did that many in one time. I mean, back-to-back. That shit was like, God, dog, is there a pandemic out? What the fuck is going on? I got a lot coming up, but this, like I said, I'm gonna have to go in a different direction. I mean, this is like waiting for paint to dry. But I do have like check off points where when uh, it's nothing that I'm doing that's the end of the world. If I was to hit like you're busted, you're busted, you're busted, it's not like there's nothing like that so detrimental to whatever happens that people are watching me to stop me that I can't survive from. It's not a crime to not be perfect. But there's such a lust to stop motivation in every direction I go. I don't know. It's a trap. That's what I rap about. It's a fucking trap. We're trapped. And we have to stop thinking that the people around us, if they can't do nothing for you, you gotta get away from them. You waiting on this moment to happen, at least I am, and I see the people around me can't do shit for me. My conversation goes and falls upon deaf ears because the leadership over top of me, they ain't doing shit for me. The people next to me ain't doing shit for me. And in my inner circle, there's nobody that I'm struggling with because it's just me. And then there's nobody I talk to that's really below me. I don't know where my struggle comes from until I make change. Normally, if this was normalized, I would have a wife or a girlfriend or a companion. And instead of being on YouTube like Cardi B and all these content creators that speak about the P. Diddy case and Remy Ma versus Clarissa Shields and all the real life drama that's happening in the world, and we are the front line of being able to have devices where we all can be on the same page. It almost feels like all of us are talking about the same thing at one time. but it's the same playbook, just different dynamics and different occupations. When I used to work with kids, our main goal was to try to keep, and I did it for 4 years. Uh, Most recently, I did it over at West Creek for 4 years. High risk juveniles in high school, and none of them performed. Their parents were shit. They all were on drugs. They wanted to crash out anytime. They weren't healthy. They're going nowhere except to basically fucking distribution jobs. That's on the bottom until they go to jail or die. It's a dying breed. A lot of their parents are on fucking some sort of support system, and they're junkies. I mean, their best moves is to go to parties at night or on the weekend, get fucked up as much as they want, and go to work and do water cooling talk. I mean, their life is like, it's not on no level of upward mobility. They caught in all kinds of criminal activities and bad past, substance abuse, dysfunctional families, 3 and 4 kids, still out here fucking unprotected, mentally thrown off, ready to kill or snap off at any moment. You know, I mean, the faith system and the faith system, whatever faith they have, the leaders of that faith are they're just as reckless. So this is what was getting me to jump off this hamster wheel when I came to a point where I started to make atonement. And I started just walking through the doors of like, yo, y'all really like over here ignoring me. I don't understand what's going on wrong. So I think I hit a wall where I want things to change. If you can't do nothing for me, it's time for me to go. You know how girlfriend, you in relationships, and she knows when it's over, or you know when it's over. If you stick around, you're just gonna be cheating on each other. Or you go to work and you know it's your last day and you want to turn out, or you slow quitting. How the fuck could I do everything right and nothing goes right? Where you got people who's doing reckless shit and the consequences of their actions don't get met by the same type of behavior or communication that mine does. You missing 4 or 5 different fucking days. You come in late. You don't do what's expected you to do right. Or you're tired. Or you're sleeping. Or you're just misbehaving point blank. And you don't get reprimanded for it. It's like being white, you know, and you're black or any other foreign color. And the white people can do whatever the fuck they want. But the blacks and the foreigners, we get held to the fullest extent of the policy, procedures, and the rules and regulations. You know, it's it's a different playbook being used, and I think majority of us know that that's what makes up our frustration in life. That across the board, we are all not treated the same. A beautiful white woman can come in here and do it with a fuss, she will chaos, talk in a harsh tone, or she can actually be doing a real full-time job on the job in front of everybody. And nobody gonna say shit. Let your ass do that. I mean, it's all over the place, but I'm showing y'all different and letting y'all listen to different examples. You can catch it if you want to. If not, oh well. It's just unjust injustice. Man, I see a lot of ways in which you can go to work and work amongst people. You got different body languages. You got different ways to communicate your separatism and isolation, or just to keep in your body space and be able to work your 8, 10, 12, or if you have to do overtime, how you conduct yourself. You can use avoidance. You can use go along to get along. You can use isolation. Isolation. I mean, it's all the same, man. You just try to survive. However, there come a time when you have to do your job with as much competence as possible before someone recognizes that you don't want to play along. But one thing I take away from that Diddy case is like out there in that world and high end, high expectations, behind closed doors is some very vicious and volatile consequences of your action. I mean, damn, it's brutal. And the sacrifices that you have to make to be a part of secret society. That's what this video is about, secret society. That's why it's in the dark like this. I can go to the bat phone, turn it on, and take us in the real live world. All I have to do is just Google in on anything, and we can float around the world to entertain y'all. I never thought this would be possible. We go to the NBA and talk about the Knicks versus Indiana Pacers. We can talk about boxing. We can talk about trucking. We can talk about politics, you know, cooking, eating, trucking, abuse, movies, love, family activities, just any subject. We just could float about in the world in real life time, locally, like in your state, about your state, or any other state in America or internationally. Whatever you want, we can Google it. We can Wikipedia it. Whatever you want. This dude down here in Mississippi, he's just on here trolling about some damn cocaine. I can go to videos about cocaine and bring up documentaries for the good and the bad, for the harm that it does, for the transportation, and for the glamour of it. But nobody who does cocaine has a glorious lifestyle. Look at P. Diddy. He did pink cocaine, drove him out of his fucking mind. Cocaine is usually just a drug that's about hyperness. Oh, wait, it's not even good for sex, from what I heard. I never did it before. But it's just a waste of time, brother. Frank Warren, you just, is that who's talking about this? Yeah, what is your issue, man? It's like somebody was talking about porno all the time. What is your issue? Why are you doing this? Nobody cares about that fucking drug. Fentanyl, cocaine, weed, heroin, crack, all these pills. It's all just a way to escape your reality. And at the end of the day, you're gonna fucking die because the drug will still be here and you'll be dead. It's not what it's made up to be. Sniff it up your nose, and you ain't nobody. So whatever. But yeah, I wanted to come here and talk because I've done everything right. I continue to do everything right, and I get the wrong results. I just have this thing where nothing wants to gravitate towards me except haters. I wonder why the fuck are they so jealous of me? And I don't have nothing in a consistent way. I'm done with this upload. I'm gonna get off here. It's nothing about me having any type of anxiety, frustration. These are just words. It's nothing about nothing like that. It's just that sometimes you get your nigga wake up call over and over that shocks you when you're supposed to be free in America. I'm tired of running into white folks who's prejudiced and racist when the world tries to make you believe that it's over with, and it's not. I think you're running into a new chapter. And that's not because I listen to black media. It's just like you keep on moving around doing business transactions. You'll walk into, here in Texas, into a white, racist, old school motherfucker who will not allow you to have a natural form of freedom that you deserve doing business because of the old school racist ways. You'll smile so happy and be so full of laughter, and a white person to come out the woodworks and do something to remind you. And just like fucks your head up. Like, why? Why will that never, ever change? I did everything right to run into hate again. So I take a step back. Instantly, my pockets are full with money. Again, I win. Again, I win. I just want to lay up and relax on a bed, entertain you all, but the same amount of money that I was paying, now I don't have to pay them shit. My money in my bank account, boom. I pay zero. I don't have to pay, go back and forth. I don't do a damn thing except just grind it out and look for another door while I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Honest, in an honest way. But I hate the fact that we can never relax in life. I always say this, and I mean it. Everybody has a story to tell. As soon as you start talking to somebody, I don't know how it happens. If you want to listen, you're going to listen to their pain. If you want to speak, they're going to listen to your pain. For some unknown reason, I can't get and reach the level of two happy people speaking amongst each other. And that's all I'm looking for. I want to see and hear love in real life. Instead of these conversations of suffering and how somebody did them wrong and they on their last of last. And it's all drug-ridden shit. I'm going to get up work today. I'm going to get fucked up. I mean, I swear to God, I'm going to get high as a bitch. I don't even want to feel my fucking face. And then I might fuck everybody up that's around me. I swear I might crash out. Dude, get that shit away from me. Are you serious right now? I live for the weekend. Oh my God. But I don't know. I'm just sharing my pain from a secret society, a secret place, secret. But it is not the secret when you go online. I think Cardi B, when she crashed out on social media talking about Offset and her family problems, and she's cussing, I'll kill that nigga. I swear to God, I'll kill his ass. Why she ain't in jail? Why can't she talk about her husband, her ex-husband, or them going through divorce in detail? Why can't Remy Ma, Clarissa Shield, Papoose talk about their problems online? The idle threats they throw. Why can't they go to jail? I mean, I'm not wanting them to. Their personal business is right here and everybody's glorified in it. That P. Diddy case is sickening as fuck, and we still eating it up. They asked the President of the United States of America, would he pardon P. Diddy or Diddy? And it's all built upon friendship and how he ain't even, nobody gives a shit about the reality of this dude is really an abuser of everybody and everything he touches. But a lot of the crimes that the government is putting on him is not enough to put a person away for life. He needs rehab more than anything, if he can ever change. However, there's people with power who do this on the job and in their household every day. They just don't have the magnifying glass on their life. If they were, it would be back again to what I tell y'all. Everybody has a story to tell. It was one of my first raps that when I felt like, God, duh, I could rap, I wrote that shit without a pen and pad. But all the other raps I did before I did that rap was like the first rhyme I ever wrote down on paper was sitting back getting fucked up with nothing to do. And I was listening to a Too Short tape, and that's where I got the energy to say, you know what, let me do this shit. Let me see if I can rap. And I was amazed at how I was rapping because when I rapped to somebody, they were impressed. They was like, man, you got a fucking gift. I was like, what? Yeah, you got a gift that you need to show and express to the world. So I wrote this album in one day. It fascinated me how fast I could write and how sharp I was and quickly I could think. I was going faster than my hand could write. So I sat the pen down and I said, fuck it, let me just say it out my mouth, see how it sounds. And I was flying. I wrote this rap out of my head, and it was called Hype Intellect. And it was like, but it gets time to the year 2000. I said my thoughts from my inner voice, my mental capacity is all the blitz, the world showed me, couldn't for my which word live long to hear these songs, opportunity, come ring and be. See the black of the berry, the sweet of the juice, the slave basketball, poison on our roof. Is it who you know, how far you go, or what you know? I mean, it was something similar that I'm missing some of the words, so I'm like stopping right now. But I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? I could rap. And it was like, whoa. Then I went to a couple studios and they were blown away. But I got into situations where it was like, people want to utilize you in the wrong way. And it was getting bit like, okay, I'm here rapping, you turn the beat on, but you trying to get me involved in all kinds of other bullshit that I'm not interested in. You want me to sign a contract, you want to keep my beats. I mean, you want to keep my rhymes, but you want it. You know, you say you own the music. It was just like, what the fuck? It was a trap. And I was like, damn, we make good music together. You ain't like it? say, yeah, I feel you. You're good. You're really good. You're like superior, but I do it to some people all the time. I gotta get mine. I can't just do this for free. It sounds good, but I was like, oh, this is a fucking game. It's not a game. It's like you holding this over my head. You trying to do things. Nah, I got turned off. And the sad part is I missed my road of blessings. But at the end of the day, it could have been a curse. I mean, you're like dangerous. And I was in Ohio. So I was on the east, it was kind of northeast. And at that time, it was fast raps. It was like, who was popping back then? Wow. Chicago rappers and uh, Detroit rappers and Cleveland rappers. You know, I was listening to people who rap fast. That's why when I said that rap, it was so fast because that was the style back then. You know, Jay-Z and all them started were doing fast rap. Uh, that was what it was back then, you know, how fast can you rap. But yeah, I know I'm all over the place. But yeah, family dynamics, how you come up really kind of like shapes and molds you. How you get out here in society after high school is kind of like your map. Then when you get in the workforce, it's who you work with and around. In the neighborhood you grow up in, you're developed in, uh, who you associate with, where you go. But there's one thing that will never stop, and that is the hunt for your fucking blood, your skin, your life, your mind, your the marketing. And most people ignore it, but you're trapped. You are trapped. Tupac's first song was one of the, hits was called Trap. But people out here in such a celebratory mode that they don't even think to push out a video like this. Like this is to people who are ignorant to doing some introspective reflecting and just taking a moment of solitude without being incarcerated and put in isolation. I'm speaking y'all from a place of quietness and meditation out loud. And the only thing people think about is trying to find me and bring me harm. Can you imagine that shit? That's it. Find a way to get that black ass motherfucker and keep him to stay in the same locked in mode, mode and never let him elevate. And when they see you in real life, they have nothing to offer you except a glance of, I know who he is. And they keep it pushing. They can't do nothing for you. You give out your cash app, You ask them to subscribe. You ask them to be supportive of you. It falls on deaf ears unless you're in front of this camera and you're a, a puppet for them every single mustard seed of a second in their damn. I forgot the name of that shit. It's white noise. That's all you hear. It's like, you know how that stereo sound when the TV used to go off and they used to say the Pledge of Allegiance? It's white noise. People are scared of that sound. I'm going to tell y'all one personal thing before I get off of here, and I mean this. This right here, I'm not really supposed to talk about, but fuck it. I only live once, and I think that society that is listening in the sound of my voice. There was this white guy who came up to me yesterday after I was doing those back to back to back to back movements of putting a person at rest. One of those people is so eager because there's situations where people are in a celebratory mode or they're really hurting. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get money off a person's tragedy. But there was this person who came to me, and he actually, out of his mouth, told the full development of how they transitioned. Is a white man, and he was cold as fuck. He actually asked to shake my hand. He wanted somebody to embrace him, and it was his mama, and she was going to a resting place, and he told me her entire freaking experience. Like I was at a hospital. I'm sorry to jump around, and it was a hospital full of birth. It was more a birth. But when this guy, it was in Norfolk, Virginia, he lost his child. He came downstairs and it just happened. And he was in the hospital in the emergency room. I'm not emergency room, in the doctor. You know where they deliver the babies or YBG or whatever it's called, whatever. And he was right there. The baby was coming out. It was dead. And he came and told me the entire experience. And he broke down and cried in front of me. That man also did the same thing. This is unbelievable to me that I don't know what God is doing with me on this earth. Like y'all take for granted these type of fucking movements that happen that touch your soul, your spirit, your mind. It's like I'm overwhelmed when it's like I'm not asking these people to tell me stuff, but when they do, it's like shocking to me. Why do you deliver me and then I have to say a prayer with them? And it's not no tongue wrestling. It's not no ear hustling. It's not no game. I have to do a prayer with them. Me pastoring them, and I'm not a pastor, to pull them out, grown men who don't have nobody to hold them up to make their next move. I walk with them. And only God gives a gift for you to pull them out from possibly killing themselves. I don't know what to do with all this power. It's not meant for one man. I'm not sensationalizing. This ain't ass up in the air and vagina everywhere and everybody thinks that's the way to go. Like you should put that on stage and celebrate black women, Mexican women with a microphone in their hand for almost 5 to 8 years of ass up in the air, destroying young women and thinking that's the way to go with these vicious words. What happened to our black excellence and intelligence? But y'all don't hear me though. But yeah, I'm all over the place. And I'm gonna get off here. So I don't know if Puffy will be pardoned by Trump. It's just all about how he feels. The world is destruction and based upon from a political stance. From what I see and hear, it's all about land and minerals, tariffs. All that negotiation goes on by land and minerals, food, disease, movement of supplies, transmission of money, businesses going up, going down, banks being destroyed, new ones being built, relationships. Don't trust these women at all. And I say women, it ain't really fair that y'all have options, that y'all can just be as reckless as y'all want to. You can have sex with anything under your disguises. It's wrong. You nurture us, you're biologically superior, and all y'all do is criminal behavior to us. It's wrong. You led us to world destruction and continue to. It is wrong. The Bible is there, the words are there, but people do criminal behavior and think it's right. It's wrong. I had a guy on the job. He stole out of containers. It was United States government postal service containers. He wanted to be a culinary artist, cooking. And I said to him, brother, why are you doing that? What the hell is wrong with you? You don't have no criminal record. You go to jail for the rest of your fucking life stealing. He's stealing packages out of QVC packages. And he said, as long as I ask God for forgiveness, he'll forgive me. It's wrong. You utilizing a weapon, you weaponizing the Bible in the wrong way and utilizing it the wrong way. It's wrong. I don't know if y'all really hear me though, but it's bigger than just me moving around sporadically in my mind and just throwing out shit out here to see what sticks. But all this shit is wrong. The vulnerability, the vulnerable. You get through this life without being molested. You're blessed. I'm not just talking about physically. I'm talking about mind control. I'm talking about brainwashing. I'm talking about like power of persuasion. I'm talking about like the dozens, the most detriment thing to a ego or just point blank abusive control of seeing what you made of the dozens, playing the dozens, competitiveness, fucking with your self-esteem. You're able to get away from that shit, get out of that shit, and get to you and what you want to do in life. And you reach your goal without being abusive to others and without being abused. It's a blessing. I'm the Trap God, KOD Testimonies, the #1 underground trap rapper, rather, in the world, in North Texas. I do this shit for real, and y'all don't pay me no attention, give me no love, I get no support, but I've been putting up videos ever since day one. I went viral one time. I'm gonna tell this, and I really am getting off of here. It was a Klitschko fight against Joshua. I was downtown working at a museum, and someone out of somewhere came in a van behind me, and my views hit over 1 million and more. My subscriber count was at 300,000 and pushing. My phone got so fucking hot. He split. I don't know how he did it, but he hijacked my fucking phone in a white van and cut my feed from the tower that I was on. And blanked my phone out. I said, holy shit, because I was like excited about how my numbers were going up. And I was showing the ring walk of Joshua coming in. I was like, oh, I'm blowing up. Yo, I'm going viral. My shit was so hot. And all of a sudden, my phone just went boom. It just went like off. And that's where it all started, where I was hijacked. My phone was hijacked. My IP was hijacked from that day forward. This is Trap God. I love y'all, man, but nobody fucking loves me.